All right. I think we are live, guys and gals out there, for the new normal for Wednesday for a little while at least. We've had a couple weeks, and I actually have another trip next week too. So this is kind of our new normal with the summer, but we are dedicated to making it happen. So thank you guys for being here. Wednesday, Mayjorly Bearded, this handsome hatless man to my, what will this be? To my
Other side.
right, my other side, to my other side.
Your left. It would be your left, I think.
Okay. All right. Known as the mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
Good. I am good. It's been a crazy time. I'm healthy. I got a lot going for me. You and I were talking a little bit about just a little stressing with the unknown kind of coming up next year for the school year and all that.
Yeah. And we'll probably touch on it, I'm sure. But did you make the end of Command's Corner on Monday?
No, I didn't hang in till the end. So what happened?
So, like, the last half hour, we had full discussion on going back to school specifically. And it was the most amazing conversation of all time. Like, it left me like speechless at multiple times. Like, I just got goosebumps on the back of my neck because everyone was unbelievably like kind. Like, I don't want to say mature, professional. They were just kind. I told my perspective, and then people came in and said, well, what about working parents? Well, what about my kid doesn't learn well online? What about we had a bad experience in the spring? And it was amazing, like amazing. And everyone was backing each other up, and people were saying, hey, I understand your point. This is where I see it. And it was just special. It was really, really special. So if anybody didn't catch it, Command's Corner is still up. You guys can go watch it. And it was about the last half hour. And like I said, it was tons of different views and perspectives. Nobody had to agree on it, but it like proved that you can talk about issues like that in such like a cool, calm way, which is amazing. All right, stream froze. Okay, hopefully we're doing okay. Are we good, guys? Are we all right here? Chris said it froze. Just checking on there. Yeah, Big Duke said awesome time. It was really cool. Not often do I like to say it was a good time to talk about kind of like hot button issues, but man, it was really cool. It was an awesome thing. So when you say that, I knew I keep losing the stream. Oh yeah. All right, hopefully my internet will work here. All right, I'm gonna turn this thing off here real quick. Okay, all good. All right, so we might be all over the place. So just bear with us, guys. We'll make it work as it goes through. One thing you should be happy about, Mayor, is you have a full head of hair.
I guess, yeah, that is good. Is this my first non-hat Mayjorly Bearded?
I think so. I think so. Other than the one that you were in the bathtub for, that one's legendary.
Oh, that was the After Dark series that they.
Oh,
yeah. Like that.
That's right. Yeah, that was the paid version. Gotcha there.
So
all right,
I was going to say that the Chesapeake stuff that I've been trying out for the review that's going to drop Friday is all that grooming, all the grooming stuff, and
awesome.
I've been messing with my head hair a little bit.
Oh, cool. All right, tell them about that. I'm going to be right back just to check out. I turned off the boys' internet, so they're probably rioting inside.
Oh my gosh, you turned off. Yeah, do you guys have that at your house? I love that. I feel like Sauron in the Lord of the Rings when I have the Xfinity app, so I just I will just take the kids and shut down their little whatever they are doing in order to from remotely. Like I get mornings. We use Alexa a lot, like at our house. Like it's kind of weird, but I don't know if you guys have Alexa. Do you use that? We will probably listening. Actually, I should probably turn it off. But we will communicate with our boys who do, given the pandemic, they get a lot of extra time on games. So we'll try to use Alexa and say, announce this and that. I'm trying to see if she's listening to me right now. You ever have that with the TV pulls them off too? All right, let's see how we're doing here, guys. All right, just black screen. Okay, so I think he's working. I think what Dan's doing is working on the old the internet speed that he has there in Mackinac City. So Yeah. So what we may do, I'm gonna let him make that decision. Is we may like start it over or re-go. I don't know. We'll see what I don't know. Maybe you can't do that. I don't know.
All right. Is it cutting out?
Somebody said they left and they came back and it worked again. So
okay.
It stopped again. That was the stream is all good on Robert's end. Okay. Someone started.
Okay. If your stream goes back. Okay. And we'll make it work. If it doesn't, okay. Oh, all right. So they're saying the black screen issues are happening all over the place. All right. So it's not us. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay. So I guess it's happening across YouTube. So we'll make our best out of it there. All right.
Yeah. That's all we can do.
Okay. Mayor, what you drinking tonight?
I got the Dew. I got the Mountain Dew. You guys, if the black screen's working, maybe we turn into a podcast for you. Dan.
Right.
That might not be my strength, but there you go. And then I got my water.
I went big. I had normal Mountain Dew here to drink, but I stopped at the little store here, paid way more than market average, but it was worth it. I wanted the voltage, so it is awesome. And then I got 2 different kinds of jerky at the same similarity here. I've got the Matador. I got the Flamin' Hot. Oh, the Flamin' Hot, I got that one too. Then I also have the original. So no heat on that one.
Okay. I got the big bag of Dukes from Sam's today.
Beautiful.
And I thought I'd try out their steak strips as well.
Ooh, that's Dukes.
Yeah. No, this is
Members
like
Mark.
Sam's brand.
Nice. All right, guys and gals in the chat, what are you guys drinking tonight? Mayor, if you want, I'm not able to type. If you can type like a message in the chat and just say, hey guys, it's technical issues with YouTube. It's happening like across YouTube. So hopefully they get it together. Yeah, I've heard on several live streams tonight that it's not going well. Okay. Ken says, I've had the same Sam's brand and they're not bad. Awesome. Yeah, I love Matador. The mayor has some of the Flamin' Hot as well, and it is delicious. You young guys don't have to worry about salt. No, I drink so much water that I've had my doctor encourage me to increase my sodium intake. which is
yeah, I remember you told me.
Yeah, when he told me that I was low on sodium, I was like, "What? That's crazy!" So I started busting out even more jerky. To know how that if that's possible. If I don't cast it to my TV, it works. Okay, so maybe taking a little bit more to do different things. So we'll roll with it, guys. I apologize if we lose some people. Totally understandable. We're gonna do our thing and try to make the best out of it here. And a couple of you guys have said, Mayor, I like your Detroit grooming shirt.
Oh yeah, I showed up the other day. You got to go with the Tigers blue and orange.
Yes.
I know another couple. I know another guy. I think that's probably, is that your favorite beard picture? That one from the event?
Yeah, that one. And then I have another good one that I can't think of right now. But yeah, that's a really good one. You guys ever make your own jerky? Yes. That's so weird how it blacks it out, though. Yeah, I know. And the blackouts happening with everybody. So, man, that's wild. We may have to have a backup plan and have the mayor roll live on Facebook. We'll see. I'll throw him in the deep end.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be interesting.
Okay, yeah, a lot of guys are saying it keeps going black. A couple guys are saying no problems here. So we'll keep an eye on it, guys. If we, like I said, if we have to, we'll roll on Facebook and get you guys over to the Facebook group. But we seem to be okay right now. I'm seeing 46 people, which is really low, but there just must be problems with YouTube tonight.
It's early yet too, but
yeah. So no problems here. All right. That's good to know that it's kind of just all over the place there. But yeah, that's probably my favorite one. That was a professional picture, which was really cool. And then I'm trying to think. I know I have another picture that I really like, but no, that one's good. That one's really good there. All right, keeps going black. Yeah, we seem to be about 50-50 here. Apology, guys. Wish there was something we could do about it. It just YouTube's tripping, which is crazy. So, oh well, that's what we got here.
And you guys can hear. It can hear us?
Okay. Can they? Yeah.
I
When
think
it blacks out, are you guys able to listen?
Or maybe not. I don't know.
So good. I'm on my phone. No problems. Okay. Interesting. All right. There's Sam's feet. Thanks. All right. So,
All
man,
right. Yes.
how was your week?
Oh, I got a new toy.
What'd you get?
I found a Blackstone griddle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just I kind of blew it off. I was just saying, I can't have everything, all that stuff, and I found one in stock, and like kind of up north, and I had to drive and get it, and then figure out how in the heck I was going to get it home.
Yeah. How did that work out?
It was a tight squeeze. I unboxed the whole thing up north.
Oh.
And like worked it into the back of the Equinox because we had to pick up Owen and Luke on the way home.
Okay.
So it was, how big those boxes are. Huge.
Yeah. Oh, massive.
It was really well packaged though.
Right. Yeah, they have that like strong cardboard stuff in there.
Yeah.
So, as the mayor takes a drink, I have that Blackstone right behind me. There you can see in the background. And that's all we do on camping. We don't eat out. We just simply eat on the Blackstone. This morning was sausage and pancakes. Then we had tacos. Then we had hot dogs. Yesterday was, what did I make for dinner yesterday? It was something good. Man, I can't remember what I had last night. Hamburgers for dinner last night. I have Philly cheesesteak ready to go for tomorrow. And for anybody that's asking where I am, we are camping as our normal life right now. And we are at Mackinac City, Michigan, which is right on Lake Huron where it meets Lake Michigan. And I literally from this point right here where I'm looking at you guys, right there is the Mackinac Bridge. Like I can see it from my seat right now, which is really, really cool.
I know right where you are. That's where we met up when we did Owen's field trip. So I'll tell you, what I didn't tell you because we're watching all these technical difficulties or whatever.
Yeah.
I did the hamburgers the first day. Well, here's what happened is everybody was excited for me to have it. So we got home at about 3 o'clock, let's say 3 o'clock. And I had to assemble it and then condition it and then cook. And it got to be to try and do all of that and we'll stretch and have it good to go for like a meal. It was a little bit late for a meal, but so that was okay, but it was a lot to try to fit in. Then the next night I've had to have a learning curve on it as far as like conditioning it and how to use it right. I've never cooked it's not grilling at all. It's not grilling. It's a lot more. You can do a lot more with it. I did breakfast this morning. It was pretty good, but I wasn't cleaning it. I needed to get the oil off, and everything was getting a little blackened. So I'm living and learning on that. But then tonight I made quesadillas. And they loved them. Absolutely loved them.
Cool. Yeah, that's there's definitely a learning curve. I've burned bacon pretty much every time. A couple of the strips. It's we love it though. Like. What girl could make the tacos that I made? Hey, I forgot. Sam's right here, guys. We have Philly cheesesteaks tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we said chicken earlier.
You're making Philly cheesesteaks?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm making Philly cheesesteaks.
So how's your beard doing?
So camping it's not the best. I don't use heat. I dropped the video today talking about what I do use. It goes through a lot more beatings with the sun. It goes through just went black and immediately went to a Crusher's Creation video. Oh man, so it's like kicking people off. That's crazy. YouTube's tripping tonight. So favorite non-stripping beard wash. There's a bunch. LCW from Beard Octane, the Command beard wash from Chesapeake are probably my two favorites right now for non-stripping. But it's camping beard. It's not ideal, but it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of nice to take a little break from that. I would just say it's camping beard. Now, what about you, Mayor? What's been going on with yours? You've been trimming? You've been doing anything different? Notice anything different?
I have not touched it really.
Okay.
This is like my third or fourth week in a row. Would you give me now that I'm at the longest it's been? What do you think?
Definitely your mustache.
Okay.
And the beard, I think so too. I think it's probably the longest you've had it.
I'm enjoying it.
It's right there. So what are the thoughts? What are Betsy's thoughts? What are the boys' thoughts? What are other humans' thoughts?
Betsy hasn't said anything yet. She's like, I think she probably watches and she knows. I'm kind of pushing it a little bit further with this. I want to see what happens. I think I'm excited. I love getting a little bit of color from the sun because we actually had a weekend with no boys, so that was pretty sweet. So getting a little color in the sun, lawn bleaches out just a little bit. But I'm enjoying it. But I think about why didn't I just push through and do this last summer? About this time. And I just don't think I was ready for that yet. I think it was truly a journey thing.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. That's super exciting. Now, if we go back, is that something that you would tidy up, or are you like, no, I'm wherever I'm at with my beard is where I'm going to be at with my beard?
I don't know. I think what I have learned is that you can if you tidy up in the wrong space, you kind of set yourself back and balance. So I haven't messed with it too much anyway. I'm just kind of all about seeing like I have this thing right here, like from my neck being down, it like splits it out the hair right here, and it's like it curls, and I notice it a lot. But I think that's where you get. If I wanted to kind of get to a point where I've got a little bit more profile, I got to let that ride. That's where it's coming from. That's
the most important thing. Unless you want to have like that little wedge shaped, that part that's bothering you is what gives it the backing in the body. YouTube can't handle y'all beards. And yeah, guys, I know we have people coming in. It seems like YouTube is perfectly fine for some people, and then for other people, it keeps having blackouts. It's not just us. There are other streams that have let us know that they've had blackouts here. So we apologize if it's happening to you. If it's not, that's awesome. Super glad, but it's just something's going on with YouTube. So sorry about that, guys, and we'll try to keep you guys posted as the night goes on. Yeah. But I think first off, how was your weekend with or more than weekend, several days with Betsy for your anniversary? No kids. What'd you guys do? Highlights?
It was awesome. We went out to eat twice in the Traverse City area. Had sushi at Red Ginger down in Traverse City. That was for our anniversary. We boated. We just went out and we ended up we would just take the boat out and like sit out on the water for a couple hours and swim and hang out. It was really good to have, and you're gonna appreciate this, an uninterrupted moment. Like it was strange to have like thoughts in your head and keep them going for a while because we're used to having the kids around all the time, and you don't get too far before something happens.
Right, it almost writes itself your day.
Huh. Matt said he's never had sushi. Dan, have you ever had sushi?
So I have had sashimi, right? Just the ball of rice with the fish on top. But I don't like a lot of that like natural healthy stuff. I don't like avocado and I don't like sauces and all that stuff. So I've never really done real sushi. Sam loves sushi.
Liam says it's 2:20 where he is in the UK, and he's got to check out and hang out with us.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Cool.
Welcome, Liam. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about you guys in chat? Sushi, no sushi? So I'm a no for the most part. Sam's a yes. She's nodding over there. Mayor, you're a yes? Strong yes or date yes or?
I probably will enjoy 70% of all sushis, but if they get really fishy or really weird, like you just like the taste. I've had a few where it tastes like you caught the fish and you just take a bite out of the water.
Yeah,
I'm not into that so much.
I've literally caught a fish and taken a bite out of the water. Well, me and my dad did. Yeah, we went fishing in Seattle. Not exactly a bite, but we went fishing in Seattle. Caught a salmon. They sliced it off. right out of the fish, right on the boat. We ate it. I got pictures and everything.
That is pretty awesome.
Okay, we got, depends on what kind of sushi. I agree with the mayor. Okay. Yeah, guys. Yep. Just bear with us if you can on the blackouts. We're trying our best, and there's another beard channel that has a live stream, and they said it was happening for them too. So I don't know what they're doing, what their point is here. So cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know the last time we've been without. Not since Violet's been born. We've always had Violet, so no one's ever watched Violet other than us. So we've for 6 months at least had at least a child.
Right.
And COVID has kind of made that a little bit more interesting too. You know, it's not as easy to drop your kids off somewhere. So even more so.
You know, even with us, it was the grandparents, but that was only after thinking about it and them kind of saying they wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, here's the distinction. Dan, sashimi is just the raw fish. Sushi is the vinegar rice with fish, which could be raw or cooked. Okay, so I have had raw fish over a bed of rice, whatever that would be called. It's a different kind, spicy. Yeah, it's inside. Will you grab me some of the spicy one too? Like Sam likes the other jerky. That's cool.
That's good.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Hello. Oh, what's everybody got in beard? What do you guys got in beard today? I have in the greenhorn oil from Whiskey and Hardtack. I applied this morning, and then right before stream, I was brushing the boys' teeth in the bathroom, and my beard felt really bad because we went swimming. I mean, just, you know, camping life. And with that, I applied water to my beard and then did more oil this time. I got a feeling that
I am rocking Scarecrow from Chesapeake. Okay. And that's in beard, the oil, and then the grooming clay in the old Mayor Maine.
Oh yeah.
Hair.
Yeah, I love Scarecrow. It's my first love from Chesapeake, and it's still fighting for my favorite. Still fighting for my favorite out of theirs. I really, really enjoy that one. And I love this Mountain Dew, by the way, guys. The Voltage, so good. Are you a Voltage fan?
I probably would like it. I would. I don't know. I would probably like everything blue that I would drink. It's not good for me, but you know it's gonna be sugary and sweet when it's blue.
Yeah. Blue diamond. Yeah, of course.
So you like Scarecrow? Let me ask you a question, because as I was putting on Friday, we're gonna have a review with Chesapeake, is our Command's Corner Facebook sponsor for August. So I put a review together. Do you Scarecrow is kind of pitched as a fall scent?
Yep.
Would you agree with that, or do you think it's more than a fall scent?
I think it's a fall scent because it reminds me of like apple orchards and stuff like that. But I like fall scents probably the most. So I would wear them all year round. And I really love those. And quick to Patrick here, he said, could you send prayers my way for my girlfriend? She got in a bike accident today on my bike. Absolutely, man. Keep us posted. I hope she recovers and it does well. So please keep us posted, Patrick. But yeah, absolutely love Scarecrow. It's one of my favorites. We've told the story probably before, but Sam actually named Scarecrow, and love that scent. America made 100%. Yep, 100%. It is. So you're. What about you? Is it? Would you say it's a fall scent? Would you say it's more? Is it a fall scent you'd wear all year round? What's your take?
I think that's where you're at. Is like it's a fall scent that I would wear year round. It's it's got like a good, I don't know what it is about it, but it's very versatile, very clever, like group of scents together.
I agree. It's so nice, and I hope we're able to do apple orchards this summer or this fall, because that's one of our family's favorite things to do.
Can you imagine? What about fall without football? Like, doesn't it just feel weird?
Yeah.
I mean, if that happens, I'm not saying it will.
So, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, I would rather get rid of football before I got rid of apple orchards.
Wow.
I know, and people are going to say mutiny, and they're going to leave and go crazy. But yeah, does anybody use just straight black Jamaican castor oil every once in a while, especially if you have gray beard? That's a great oil, especially if you have a gray beard, because of that outer layer of protection that you're missing. That does a wonderful job of mimicking that. And if you're asking what is Jamaican black castor oil as compared to normal castor oil, so castor oil comes from the castor bean, and castor oil is just straight cold pressed. They just squeeze the bean and the oil comes out. Jamaican black castor oil, they roast the bean first, and that's where it gets its black color and its kind of new texture. It changes properties slightly, but not much. And so that's where the only difference there is. So it's pretty much castor oil that they roast. All right, we got some agreeing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I just had this thought: if some of you guys are just constantly getting kicked out, and it looks like it's still happening for people, we'll just roll with this and just watch it on the record. Watch it a little bit delayed or whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not. I feel like since you and I have a constant image, it should be once it's all done, kind of put together.
Yeah, and that probably Chris says, well, I don't know if these are getting through. I've waited all day for this connection to reality. Oh, well, I guess I'll leave. Hopefully someone's getting something disappointed. Yeah, man, I apologize, Chris. Chris is always huge in these streams, so that is a bummer. So we'll try our best. We'll try our best. Probably won't go as long tonight, but sure. we'll make it happen. So next segment, we wanted an idea to kind of get some people involved, especially from our Facebook group. And we posted 3 questions for some guys to respond to. We'll give our answers. We'll read some of those answers, and then we'll get you guys involved in the chat as well if you're not in the group or you didn't see it. Bear, you want to kind of kick this off, talk about the questions, highlight some answers, then we'll kind of give ours, and we start with number 1 and go from there.
All right. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. We're gonna do this crazy style. Hopefully that doesn't ruin anything. Okay.
I look like a scary movie.
No. All right. So
they're so good.
So we posed a few different questions. And we are just interested in your thoughts on them. So let's start at the beginning. So one of the questions we asked was, what was the most embarrassing moment because of your beard? Before I share some of the responses from Facebook, definitely for me, there have been times when he's fairly new to beards. I did not realize I had a bunch of just a gross amount of food, like ranch or whatever, all over my beard. How about you, Dan?
Mine's pretty bad. So mine was 2 years ago. I had done a charity at our school, actually, where the students, I think you were involved, where the students did they bought raffle tickets. I think it was for autism awareness. They bought raffle tickets to put a pie in a teacher's face. Do you remember this?
Yep.
And did you, not putting you on the spot, I think you did. Did you participate in it?
I have some years. Was it outside or inside?
Inside in the cafeteria.
I don't think I did that. Well,
it was on the stage.
That vaguely sounds familiar. It's something I would do.
Yeah, it does. And so I volunteered, but they were paying to pie my beard, not my face. And so most people were covering up their hair and around and left their face open. For me, they covered my face and left my beard open. And it raised a lot of money. It was the number 1 selling, 1 bucket and all that stuff. And so they pied my beard. And I went into the bathroom. I rinsed it out. I thought I was good. And I assumed it was just the can spray, the fake stuff. But I had the swim championship right after school. So I did not get to go home. I did not get to do anything. Oh, random thought. I wonder if the blackouts have to do with YouTube and the hurricane.
Oh, maybe.
It could be. They have half of their headquarters is in New York. So I don't know if there's any issues in New York or what's going on, but they have 2 headquarters and one's in New York. But that could be a reason that I know multiple streams. I had guys messaging me literally as before we were going on, and they're like, "Do you know how to fix this blackout?" I'm like, "No, I don't. Sorry, buddy." But I had a championship swim meet right after school, and I did not get to go home or shower or anything. But it didn't cross my mind at all, like at all. And I get home, and I was talking to Sam, and I was like, man, I kept smelling something all meat. I was like, it smelled terrible in there. I was like, I don't know, like, what was going on. And she goes, is it you? And I'm like, no, it's not me. And then I smell, and it was me.
It was me. You were turning rancid.
Yes, literally, it was real cream that they were using for the whipped cream. And it smelled terrible, like absolutely terrible. And I had an assistant coach that I was standing next to the entire meet who didn't say anything, but I'm assuming was smelling it. And yeah, I know people are saying I got West Coast blackouts and Michigan blackouts. I'm not saying the people that live over there. I'm saying the YouTube side. They may have some infrastructure that's on the West Coast there that's not working right, because if it's happening on multiple streams, it's not just us. You know, there's something going on there, but we'll make it work. So that was my most embarrassing. It smelled
That's pretty
awful.
amazing. Yeah, you never think about it's gonna be about a scent. So yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course I've had the food and all that stuff in there, but I had swimmers, after they would race, they'd come talk to me, you know. How many people smelled me and thought I smelled terrible, and I didn't know it.
I thought you were smelled like the garbage can at the in the cafeteria at lunchtime.
And then when I was showering, I smelled it all just like just wafting in the air. Well,
all right. So Brian said, so at Christmas I use temporary dye to color these are all from our Facebook group, Command's Corner, and we may do this more often. I use temporary dye to color my beard turquoise to keep from being misidentified as I would guess Santa. Working the transit and rail system in town, we were doing maintenance at crossings. So there were 5 or 6 of us standing near the crossing. Crossing was active due to an approaching train. I look over at someone in the car at the crossing is videoing us. My first thought is, great, we're going to be on the news. Lazy transit, just standing around. Well, the crossing gates hold up traffic. Then he rolls down the window and hollers, "Love the blue beard." I had completely forgotten what I looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's good.
Well, all right, let me go back. There we go. Hang on.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's right. Yeah, I think that's smart. So, you know, I never really thought of that, but just to not be called Santa for a month, you pretty much got to do something like that. Pretty crazy.
He said I looked crazy.
All right, so we had another one too. This was from Peter on the Facebook group. The most embarrassing moment I would say is when I was trying to trim it and I accidentally lost the grip of the trimmer and had to shave a hole in my beard, but not too deep. Have you a hole?
I've never done that.
No, that I've had times where I wasn't being careful and I thought like that could have been it could have ended badly, but never actually done it.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Okay, so our next question is, what is your most painful beard moment? Now, I got to think about this one for a second. Mary, do you have, I'm sure you have one locked and loaded. Have you had a painful beard moment yet?
You know, every once in a while, as I've let that mustache go longer, I'll be eating and one will just be in a bad spot and I'll just bite it, you know, and it pulls at and you're like, what did I even do to deserve that feeling? But that happens. What else? And then, yeah, no, that's mine really, is just like eating hairs. And so not super painful, but just definitely surprises you when you're not used to it.
Yeah. So I've talked about the 2 on a video with my mustache. One was the catching it on the pop top on a pop can. That's awful. Another is when I was flossing with the flossers and I accidentally flossed a mustache hair in between my teeth. That was terrible. Sam's laughing at me. It was terrible. And then I've had some bad ones. Probably the most painful is when Violet gets a real good grip on it and she does not let go and just yanks it. An interesting, painful one is when I'm sleeping on my belly at night and I have my arm up, and I go to get up and I close my armpit and I grab my beard in my armpit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's always a rough one. I'm like, what is it getting caught on? I'm like, oh, it's my armpit hair. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so what do we got?
So Ralph said, this past winter was my first bearded winter. Me too, Ralph. Got it stuck in the zipper of my hoodie. Oh, wow.
I've crossed my fingers, hope to die, whatever. I've never done that.
And then you've got, that's one of those things where you don't even know if unzipping it's the right thing to do. Like,
yeah, right.
You just froze.
Like when the arrow goes in, everyone's like, leave it. Like, is that even true?
I don't know. I remember that scene from Something About Mary. It wasn't a beard, but I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got you.
Eric said, a newborn's baby death grip on the beard. Both my boys did this to me. Yeah, that just must be like they figure it's your handle, right?
Hey, and a baby's grip is crazy. Like Viola grabbed Sam's hair, and it's a grip. It's wild how strong they can hold on. Wild. Yeah, it is. That is 100% painful. All right, and then lastly, go ahead and pitch this one, Mayor. This was the mayor's question.
Is there a bearded brotherhood? Do you feel more connected to other guys that have beards? Let's share answers and then we can talk.
Beautiful.
All right, so Sean said the answer is without a doubt. There's an unspoken understanding between bearded men, the understanding of the journey itself, occasional criticism, curious looks, the required genuine patience and endurance are all part of the experience that we are presented with. When you see another bearded man, it's like an unspoken nod. I walk the path also, brother. There's so much in that. That's an amazing sentence.
Right.
Donald said there's a brotherhood, and I feel connected with others that have a beard. Plus, I get more respect from non-bearded guys too. And I think that's a very, very, I never really thought about that. But yeah, you look up, even before I had a beard, you're like, that's pretty awesome. Or there's a man's man or something like that, whether I did it to myself or not.
For sure.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Get out of here. Go back here. All right. I'm back.
Nick says, when two bearded guys walk by each other, does the guy with the bigger beard have the right of way?
He stays. Yeah.
Who was it on the group? Somebody had posted. Was it Chase? It wasn't Chase. Somebody posted in the group, and they were like, I'm on vacation. He said, does anybody else do this? He goes, I've looked around this entire resort, and I do have the biggest beard here, so I feel like I'm the king of the mountain or like the manliest man. And then somebody was like, good thing Dan's not there.
Down, you're the guy that's going to be on the hook for it.
Oh, yeah. And David says the bigger beard always has the right of way. I agree. So I'll take a stab at the question first. So the question, if we go back to it, was, is there a bearded brotherhood? Do you feel connected to somebody else that has the beard? I would say yes, that it's there. That absolutely, I always give the nod, give them the little nod. Awesome. Thank you, Mac. I appreciate that, man. But that doesn't go for everybody, right? Kind of like having a trailer. When you pull up to neighbors, some are amazing and really opening and like welcoming and, hey, how are you doing, this stuff. Then others, I'm like, hey neighbor, how are you? Hi, and the same thing kind of goes for a beard. Like some people, you'd be like, hey man, I love your beard. What do you do? And they don't want anything to do with you. They just kind of go, nothing, man. It's just a beard, So I absolutely think there is, but then there's people that are not really into that. So I guess it kind of just depends on the situation.
Well, I think that, like beard camaraderie is kind of a newer thing. Like, you back in the day, a really long beard might have meant that a guy was like lived out by himself and didn't want to talk to anybody,
True.
Maybe some people still kind of subscribe to that theory. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. And because even if you keep the beard upright, because people would say like, oh, a lot of these beards look homeless, and obviously you can tell when somebody takes care of it. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think that is there, right? Is it, if you own a Jeep, do you feel part of like the Jeep Brotherhood? You know, it just depends. Yeah, Nick says same principle with people who want to talk about tattoos. Some people have a lot of tattoos. Yeah, I'm sure some love to talk about it, and some kind of just brush it off like it's, it's nothing to them. So it's like the Jeep community. Yeah, exactly. Those who wave and those who don't, right? There's definitely Jeep owners that are like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then there's other ones who are super proud and are always waving.
Makes them, yeah. And I guess you can go your own way on that.
Right. So I do. And obviously there is something, right? We are all in here brought together by a beard, literally by a beard. Most people found this through searching on YouTube, something beard related, and simply found that, oh yeah, a couple people have asked this. Did you ever find your wallet?
Yes.
Oh, where was it?
It was in my garage toolbox sitting there.
Wow. So you went to do something, you set it down to go do something to
perform
that task?
I think it's by our freezer in the garage, and I must have put it in there, and I stopped looking. I ordered a new license. I got a new debit number. But yeah, I found it. I was a little embarrassed about finding it, but I guess I'm all overall. Oh, and I ordered a brand new wallet because like my Betsy had given that to me as a birthday present, and I really liked it. So I ordered a duplicate, and it showed up the day I found the old one.
Oh my gosh. Is it that carbon fiber one that you have?
I've graduated from that one. It's more like a billfold with just a couple slots in it. It's a nice. It's like there's like only holds 6 credit cards in your license and then money.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I have a nice wallet. We got a couple years ago. Sam got it for me for like a birthday present, and I've had that same one for a long time, and it works really well for me. But I've slimmed down majorly as well. And Tyson says it really well. He said YouTube is having major issues tonight. So yeah, guys, one more time, just bear with us. It's not us. I would bet a lot of money it has to do with the hurricane. Was it a hurricane? Was it technically a hurricane?
At this point, I think it's slowed down enough to where it's like a tropical depression.
Tropical storm. Okay.
I haven't been following it today.
Okay. Yeah, it goes black, but you can't comment. Okay, so I would bet that it's a lot on that one. Tyson said it there. YouTube is having major issues, so clearly it's not just us here. The other stream, Beard Therapy, was having issues earlier too. So just bear with us, guys. I hope that on the replay it'll play like normal and there won't be blackouts, because we haven't had anything. We're seeing each other, hearing each other fine. If there was any like technical issues, we would be lagging between each other, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So StreamYard's doing all right.
Yeah.
Just a matter of YouTube.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not the internet or anything like that, just YouTube side, which is understandable. There's a lot of people on the East Coast that are still without power.
Yeah, Rohan just said storm killed us in Jersey, out power for 2 days.
Oh man. Yeah. It's I know Joe from Beard Octane is out of power. I know Holly and Don from Whiskey and Hardtack are out of power. So it's an issue. I don't. Did you see Joe's story on Beard Octane?
No.
He had a picture by his hot tub, and it had like kind of like fence posts, but no fence.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, "There used to be a fence here."
You know, I think we need to turn it around. Like as far as 2020 goes, we got to just start being positive. We can't be like, it just seems like it's one punch after another.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. It's like Holly had a story for Whiskey and Hardtack that said, whoever ended 2019 and didn't yell Jumanji before starting 2020 needs to cut it out.
For real.
Yeah. Something went wrong. Yeah, we're hoping it'll be here for you guys replay. I know it's not the same, but we'll do our best, and we'll probably be on for another 15 minutes or so, and then hopefully come back stronger than ever next week. And the Mayor, you got a video on our Facebook group. When is that dropping?
Friday morning.
So we'll get a full review from the Mayor on our sponsor of the month, which is Chesapeake. And so I'm excited to see that. The unboxing was awesome. I know I've been able to talk to you, but I'm excited for everybody to hear your thoughts on the company.
Yeah. And I did it a little differently. So I hope you guys, you'll see it on Friday, but I just went with my own kind of feel for the style of the video and trying some new things in the little studio and the equipment that I've got. And so, but that's part of the journey, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Doug says, he says, throw a turkey in the oven, wrap a couple gifts, and call 2020 over. Pretty much. And Rohan says, the mayor's beard is on fleek.
Hey, thank you.
Yes.
I know that's good.
Charles says, somebody please check YouTube's temperature. Yeah, would that be wild if YouTube caught COVID?
Why not?
That'd be crazy. Then, like, what version of COVID does YouTube get? Are they asymptomatic? No, because we're seeing symptoms. Are they going to be lethargic? Are they going to be hard to breathe, hard on breathing? Like, what are they going to have?
Yeah. Well, they're gonna have vision issues. They're gonna have blackouts.
That's for sure. That is for sure. Mayor, do you have any plans left for the short amount of summer that we still have left? Anything with the family?
Nothing big really. We're gonna head up north for the weekend. You know how it is. Once that calendar turns to August as a teacher, you kind of your inner motors, you shift into a different gear and you start cycling. And I am exhausted from not knowing what to do, like which direction to go, how to plan, what we're going to be asked to do. Not exhausted, like tired, but like I guess my brain is always just running through things, and I'm sure you're the same way. But August usually means, all right, let's start getting back in gear. And this is so different. I don't know what to expect. I've done 19 school years, and part of me, I don't know about you, part of me is like, am I still gonna be able to get up in front of the kids and do this? Like, do I have it in me to gear back up for that? I haven't put on dress pants in months. Yeah, I know I can do that stuff, but you think about all those things.
Yeah, you say 19 years. This is my first year in 14 years of not coaching water polo the second Wednesday of August. 14 years in a row I've done that, and our season officially got moved to the spring. So I'll still be coaching, but it's going to be in the spring. So like when you talk about August dialing into starting the year, well, for me, normally I coach summer swim, which goes to the last week of July. I have a 1 week window where I have a vacation, which is the first week of August, and then polo starts. But yeah, now it's completely different, absolutely different. So just nuts. All right, Nick has a good question here. He says, if it goes through, do you know why the hair on the front of the chin is typically slower to grow, or shorter than other areas? Yeah, so for whatever reason, I don't know the actual genetic reason behind it, but your jawline is where your beard grows the longest and the fastest. The more north you go, the slower it grows and shorter it grows. The more south you go, the more shorter and slower it grows. But that chin strap region is the most prosperous, with the mustache getting pretty good. But your mustache has the shortest terminal length on your face other than your cheeks.
Wow.
Yep.
And I think a lot of guys like I did, because it's on the front of your face, that area you can do some damage to it if you try to mess with it too much.
For sure.
You tend to mess with it too much from where it is.
Yeah, you got to be careful with all those areas. Like for me, I like to clean it up by the eyeballs. I don't like the beard going to the eyeballs. But then that line can slowly start to lower and lower and lower. And so, like me, I'm lucky where it transitions into these little blonde hairs. So you don't see the dark hairs up by my eyeballs. So I just leave it for the most part now. I'll go with the Brio every 3 to 6 months and clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, today I did my little see-through oil just to touch up the cheeks. But I don't. Cool. I used to, when I started, as you know, I was trying to get this line cut in, and my hair, just natural growth pattern is the best line you can deal with. Let it go.
Yeah, that's for sure. Great question, Nick. Hey, Vinny G. And if anybody else has any other questions like that, guys, fire them away. We love having those questions and being able to answer those as they go. I will say one thing with my beard with camping that's a different mindset is normally when I'm out and I'm around a lot of people, I like my beard to be looking great because I feel like if I see someone that knows the channel or that I know, like that's kind of like my calling card. That's kind of like my hallmark moment here. And so I'm always really attentive and thinking about that. I don't wear shirts that make it look bad. I don't do any of this. I don't do any of that. But with camping, I'm far more relaxed. Like if I go walk down to the beach, go swim with the boys, I'm not worried about like my beard being to the side or French fork or anything like that. I'm just kind of fully embraced that camping life, which it's nice. It's like almost a little mental break for a little bit on that aspect of it. But it would still kill me if I came from the beach and I just had some nasty fork in my beard and all this stuff, and then somebody's like, "Dan, is that your channel?" and stuff like that would hurt my soul. But I've just learned to kind of dial it down a little bit on the camping.
So have you had any fellow campers recognize you from your YouTube channel?
Not once, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't recognized anybody on these camping trips, which is crazy because I feel like I know everybody in the world. It's so weird with coaching, teaching, YouTube, and all that. Until this morning, when we were boarding the boat to go over to Mackinac Island, there was a family from East that was getting off. And this family, I won't say any names, but twin girls that just left East. The mom is a very active swim mom at the most expensive country club in our city.
Yep.
So that family was getting off the boat, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's them. And the mom's a talker, and Sam was backing me up. She goes, just leave it. And I'm like, all right. So I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, I think that was probably a smart move.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to get on those ferries and get a decent seat. Like, did you go up top?
No, we got the back row of the bottom because we had a stroller right behind us. So there was two old ladies in front of us and we were next in line. So we got to pick.
Did they take you under the bridge?
No, they were supposed to, but they must not be doing that. We didn't want that.
I don't know what the rule is with that. We got to do that. I don't know how they decide when you can and cannot do that, but
yeah.
We did.
Yeah. Bearded Vado says, oops, dang, I liked that Tyson comment being up, but whatever. It says, what's better for thin, wispy beards? Butter with or without wax? Completely personal preference. It would just depend on whether you like it highly styled or not styled. That it really depends on the beard there. That one is it's hard to answer. I don't know, Mayor, if you have any thoughts or common logic on that one.
I feel like because wax builds up or can build up with use, I would try to find one without. I think that would be my first approach. I have not been in that situation or tried it, but with wax, doing something that builds up, I don't know if you have a thinner beard, that might be more noticeable.
True. Yeah, very true. You just have to be on it with your washing regiment, your washing schedule. So yeah, good question. Great question. Yeah. But nope, they didn't take us under the bridge or anything like that. And no, I've not noticed a single person. No one has said anything. And oftentimes I'll see people and I'll notice like they know, like literally we've been walking in a mall before and we've walked by and they like tapped like their girlfriend. They're like, oh, look at him. Or I'll see kind of somebody give me the look and try to figure it out. Like, wait, is that him? Nothing, not once, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Bike ride. Oh, nope, we didn't do the bike ride. We had looked into it, and it's with the 6-month-old baby. There are just some challenges there. What about you, Mayor? When you guys just recently went, did you do a bike ride?
No, not with the kids. Betsy and I, the time before that we had gone, we did the bike ride. That was fun. But bike riding with kids, it takes a while. They don't tell you that when you sign up for parenthood, that even when you do get them on a bike, their little bikes, it's just getting all the family coordinated to be able to move at the same pace can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a lot to take on to get it started, to end it. And we wanted to do a carriage tour, horse and carriage tour, but it was an 1.5-hour ride.
Yeah, we did that. It was long, and we had the host that thought he was super clever, and we didn't really agree with that.
Oh,
you know, the
nice.
narrator talking guy.
Yes. That personality can make or break it. That's for sure. Like we did the Disney. What was that Disney like fake zoo
Jungle
called?
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. And we had an old guy with the driest humor ever, and he was hilarious. Like we loved it. He made that Jungle Cruise, which was awesome. I'm assuming the mayor is not going to answer this, and I likely won't either because I don't really have one. I have a lot. So, what's your favorite company? I will, and he says Beard Struggle is his. Beard Struggle's probably on my top 3 least liked companies. I really don't like them, but that's why we can all have our own personal preferences there. But I really don't have a favorite. I like some companies because of their oil. I like some companies because of their scent, because of their butter, because of their wash, because of their oil and butter. I mean, it's just all. There's just so many things that can be.
And then you get into the people that run the companies, and there's too many probably friends and that you could really to just say one would be really tough. Yeah,
that is for sure. And then I'll throw this one up here for Nick if you guys want to answer in the chat. I need a new butter to try. I've been happy with Beard Octane, but just want something a little lighter. What do you recommend? Unscented preference, so I can wear whatever oil I want. If you're saying lighter, are you talking about scent? Or are you talking about hold? Because Beard Octane is one of the lightest holds.
What about maybe like more whipped? Like, you know, that I know some places that would do that, but like, well, I guess we need to know what we mean with little lighter.
Yeah, because if you're going unscented, then we don't have to worry about lighter on scent, because that'll be unscented. All right, he's saying whipped. So Beard Octane is like a semi-whipped, but I would say if you're looking full whipped, there's Vitality from Chesapeake. I don't know, Mayor, if you've tried that.
I was gonna say you should just watch my review on Command's Corner on Friday.
Vitality.
I did. I have good hands. Actually, all my girlfriends have always said I have good hands, so I do a lot of. You get to see my hands. I have a narrator's voice, but you just have to pretend. But the hands, just go with hands.
Sam's gonna make you a T-shirt that says, "All my girlfriends said I have good hands."
I'm not even lying, man. You see the hands. You check out that review video.
That has never been said about me. Sam made fun of me today, saying I didn't have a butt. That was one. She always makes fun of my crusties on my feet. She always talks about what do you say about my hands? I got something weird with my hands. I got scars on my hands. I got weird nails. But I'm glad that your girlfriends have said that you have nice.
Well, you have to show Sam the review and see if she agrees that I have like what were those people on Price is Right? Like the ladies who will go like this to like the can of corn or whatever.
Yeah.
That could have been me.
All right. So I will. Now that's all I'm going to be watching for on Friday is the hands. But other whipped butters, Husky Beard makes a really nice whipped butter. They have an unscented. I think it's called Naked. So check out Naked. I love the people walking by that are like watching me talk to my phone. Like that dude just said naked 3 times. Like, what is going on? So Garrett says my fiance says I don't have a butt either. Guess I need to do more squats and deadlifts. Hey, you can do it for both of us. I'm doing none of those.
Hey, if you can, there's got to be something there. If you can throw it back and dance a little bit on the dance floor, you got something. Everybody's got a little. It's
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't have much, but I can back it up. That's for sure. And I think that's Sam's way of like knocking me down a couple pegs. I'm a confident person, so she's got to take like digs at me. Yeah, she got to keep me level. But like her, she's not super confident. So if I had like the smallest dig on her, it would be over. It'd be an earthquake.
Not every highway is in marriage is a 2-way street for sure.
That's true. That I don't think there's any that are a 2-way street. Like if we were a highway, Sam has like when you go by Atlanta and there's like 8 lanes and it's like death to try and cross it. I'm an ATV trail.
You're
the other way.
Is up top.
Yeah, Sam said I'm the fast lane. Yeah, I'm the speed lane.
Oh, the peach. You're in the peach. You have the peach pass in Georgia. Yeah,
right.
There you go.
Yeah, the one that you almost got pulled over in, or you got pulled over.
But I bought the little transmitter for Florida for the gates, And I took, because it works for the Peach Highway or Peach Pass around Atlanta, and my little Michigan Equinox is, I got on it, and as soon as I did, a patrolman was like right on me, running my numbers. And fortunately, I don't know if it popped up that I was the mayor or what, but I was good.
Doug says the mayor's getting philosophical. Literally, I talked about on Monday how you weren't in there, and we had this great discussion about coming back to school with COVID. Everybody was amazing. It was like borderline emotional. And I think it was Doug was like, hey, good thing the mayor's not in here, because it would have got real deep if he was here.
Like, yeah, I start out in the deep end, and then I just go into the ground underneath the pool. That's how deep I go.
Okay. Especially after 10 o'clock, which it is right now.
Right.
Isn't that your threshold, 10 o'clock?
It is like what we're talking about here. That came back from, being married and me just saying the dumbest word, like just dropping giant turds on conversations and relationships after 10 o'clock. Like,
because you held it in all day. And then 10 o'clock hit, and it was just like uncorked.
There's no filter, and I just would, go. It's like the worst time of day to do it too, because digging yourself out at like 4 o'clock, you can do it, but at 10 o'clock, you better just lay on the floor and just go to sleep. Try to reset.
So has it got to a point where Betsy like hears something that you say, and then she's like, "Oh, honey, it's after 10. Like, go to bed."
It's been a while, since we've been getting a lot of us time. Usually I just try to be strategically, either we're watching something or just away from her, because and she admittedly will not get, she just kind of wipes it off.
You're like a werewolf. You're like, oh no, it's approaching 10. I got to get away.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Nick says, I'm having an issue with dry skin underneath my beard. I'm drinking enough water. Can't put my finger on what to do about it. It could be seasonal. I would say take a look at the products you're using, and maybe it's time to switch it up. If you're using a butter that has wax in it, go with no wax. If you're using a butter with no wax, try to switch it up and go with one that has wax. Vice versa for oil. If you've been using a thin oil, try to go thicker and see what happens. Maybe mix up your wash and condition routine and shock the system and just see what you can do.
That oxhorn exfoliation. Using a good comb, I think, would, because it gets right down to your skin. Maybe it's just you need to kind of shed some of the dry skin off too. Yes,
that's really well said. Maybe it's not dry skin that's from your daily occurrence. Maybe it's building up, which could be a big one. So Phil says, new guy here, what's the difference between butter and balm? Traditionally, the difference is hold. Usually comes down to the amount of wax that is in there. Balm should be part nourishment, part hold. Butter is predominantly nourishment and a little bit of hold. Yep. Mr. Like says, excellent. My wife has all the smooth one-way lanes, and the husband's lanes filled with roots, ditches, mud, cattle cross. So he's got Michigan for his roads, and she's got Florida.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, Michigan's all under construction right now.
Yeah, I was talking to Gary, and I was like, dude, Michigan's the best. Like, I love, like, where else can you have this view? He goes, except for your roads. I'm like, touche. You got that one, my friend. Yeah, no argument here. Like, he spent a couple days in Michigan, hung out with us, went to a beard competition, went to Detroit Grooming, and his big takeaway was how bad our roads are.
Oh, we got to get them better. We got to get I think they are improving finally. I think there was some national money that they went after for grants and things like that. But it's really hard when you do it all at once.
Hopefully. Right. Because then you can't even use the roads you have. So that's for sure. And guys, we still have a bunch of guys coming in with all the problems. Doesn't seem like it got much better. YouTube's just having issues across the board with their live stream platforms. I wouldn't be surprised if they've put out a tweet or something. We're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon here, guys, and we'll be back next week stronger than ever. We got the Facebook group rolling on. Mayor, were there any other topics or anything that you had planned or wanted to cover?
I just wanted to follow up with the Blackstone griddle and say that if you can find one, it is a game changer. I have made more meals in the last 3 days than I have in the last 3 months for our family.
Truly.
And I feel good about being able to, like, it's all about the prep work ahead of time, but I feel good about, like, helping out with the, you know, the kitchen's not a mess afterwards because it was done outside. So I appreciate your tip on that. It's super awesome. The kids, when I'm serving them stuff, they're like taking them away, like it looks like it's from a restaurant. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, and we found a good balance. Sam does a lot of the prep work, like cuts the chicken and gets the spices. She has like a rack that she hands everything out to me, or a tray, and then it's really nice. And like you said, and I actually enjoy the cleaning. I love cleaning and taking care of my Blackstone. I do it before I eat. Like I get all their food, hand it to them, Sam plates it and everything. Oh no, she had a bug in her wine. That's terrible. I'm just finishing up. Can't pack it in yet. This is a funny comment. Bearded Brotherhood says, Dan, my 3-year-old baby girl just asked me if the logo on my flask was me. I said, honey, that's DanCBearded, the god of beards.
There you go.
And then Vinny says, so I have to ask, and someone probably already did, but do you have a blue light on in the background, or is that just an effect? So that is the top of our RV has these LED blue lights. So I like them. They're like a little bit of a strong flex, but I think they're pretty cool. Somebody told me, they're like, have you considered like getting these ones off Amazon that are dimmable? I'm like, no, I like shining on them. It's just me though.
Good. I think it looks good.
Yeah. And Doug got a griddle. It really does change everything. You really enjoy cooking. There's so much you can do on it. I love it. I really do. Both of mine. People are like, how do you like your Blackstone? I'm like, I like both of them.
Yeah. It's especially now with with being home and not eating out as much. It's like you open up a new kind of chapter in our family meals and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. Exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Our challenge is going to be, how do we maintain it through winter?
I think it's pretty darn hot. Like, it just depends. I'm a cold, but I can deal pretty cold.
Yeah.
Pretty much cold.
Okay. All right.
My porch, my house kind of wraps around our deck, though. We've got like a good windbreak and stuff. I don't know. We've got a good situation for it.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, again, we apologize for the technical errors. I'll be interested to watch it back to see if they're here. And made the best of it. We appreciate you guys that still hung around. We still have people that haven't even been able to see us. It's just blacked out and they listen to us like it's a podcast, which is pretty cool. So yeah, man, thank you guys for hanging out. Check out the Facebook group if you have not. The mayor will be dropping a video on Friday, and enjoy your week. Enjoy if you have any summer vacation left with the kids, or if you're a teacher, enjoy that. And that's about all I got. Mayor, you want to sign them off?
Yep. Hey guys, if you made it all the way through this, you are the reason that we do this, because it was probably frustrating, and I just can't thank you enough for being here. Everything in life someday, just like years. This stream was the 2020 of streams, and they're gonna be like that for a while. We're just gonna roll with it. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yep.